Hi guys! So I wanted to do my week by week videos, like I mentioned in the last video. I'm sorry that the glare is kind of bad. I have a window right here, which I wanted to face the window for good lighting, but the background would just be like my front door and it's not cute. This is just cuter. So bear with me. I know the glare in my glasses isn't great, but whatever. Um, so the week that I want to start with is week 6, which is actually the week that I found out that I was pregnant. This week I didn't really have any symptoms like I had talked about in the how I found out I was pregnant video. The only thing was just like I felt kind of weird, like maybe a little dizzy, but there wasn't really anything that was too different. Week 7 was terrible. It was probably one of the worst weeks of my pregnancy so far. This is when my morning sickness started. I was throwing up multiple times a day. I couldn't eat anything. Nothing sounded good to me. This is when I was talking about the food aversions. Nothing sounded good to me. Nothing tasted good to me. I would have to force myself to eat and then I would throw up. It was really frustrating. There was a time where I was just sitting in the bathroom, like on the floor of the bathroom, because I knew, like, what's the point of getting up and going on the couch when I know I'm going to be right back in the bathroom in 10 minutes throwing up. But I just remember sitting on the floor just bawling because I was so frustrated with myself because I could not keep anything down. I ended up going and getting like Gatorade and crackers. Wasn't able to keep those down, but it wasn't so bad when they came back up. Sorry if that's disgusting. But that's just what my reality was at that time. What else did I do? I had, smells. Oh my gosh. It was like all of the pregnancy symptoms hit me at one time, like really hard. Smells were horrible. I could not even go to the grocery store. I would literally dread going to the grocery store because of all the smells. When I would absolutely have to go in, I would have to like have my scarf over my nose or like my sweatshirt over my nose. Like, it was that bad. I got packs of gum, watermelon gum. Jersey is meowing. I got packs of watermelon gum and carried those with me everywhere. Not because I liked to chew on them or anything, but I just smelled them all the time. I would hold the pack of gum up to my nose because that was a smell that I liked and I didn't like pretty much any other smell. What else? I had crackers, saltine crackers with me everywhere, and in my car, next to my bed, in my drawer at work, everywhere. I mean, in my purse, everywhere. I had a little thing of saltine crackers because not that I was hungry, but it's like I needed something and those would help me to feel better. They always say too, if you're not feeling good, if you're having morning sickness, that it's always better to eat than to have an empty stomach. So that's what I chose to have and it worked. Now I don't even want to look at a saltine cracker because I had so many of them. That kind of ruined it for me. And I was also very, very, very tired. I literally slept all day, every day. I would come home from work, go to sleep, and then I'd wake up, maybe get something to eat, and then go right back to sleep, and I'd sleep the whole night. Like, it was bad. I had no energy. So yeah, week 7 was not a good week for me. I did have to call into work one day. I was driving to work and I thought that I was going to throw up in my car. And so I was like, I can't do it. I'm not going to do this at work. I'm not going to be throwing up at work. I just need to stay home and get some sleep. And that's what I did. I went right back home, went right back into my bed, and I slept all day. So week 7 was a not good week. So next is week 8. This was the week that I got to have my first ultrasound, or my first doctor's appointment. That was so fun. I remember though, my appointment was on Friday, and this was on Wednesday, and I was still feeling so sick, so nauseous, still throwing up. And I just remember telling Matt that, you know, at my appointment, I'm probably gonna start bawling because I'm so frustrated with how sick I am. And he was just like, it's okay, like, it's okay to cry, like, we'll figure this out, you'll get through it. He's been really great. I remember thinking about like how supportive he was being, and because I was literally doing nothing. I would go to work and come home, go to sleep. I didn't do anything. I didn't cook, I didn't clean, I didn't hang out, like I didn't do anything but sleep and get sick. And he was just super supportive. I remember he was like cleaning the house like a lot. Like I think he was maybe just like bored or like worried, I don't really know, but he was like cleaning like crazy, which was nice. It was nice to have a clean house when you're not feeling good. It kind of like mentally makes you feel a little bit better. But by Friday I was actually feeling better. So that was a relief. And then we got to see our baby, and I have the ultrasound that we got. It was so much fun to actually see the baby and have it be confirmed. I feel like when you take a pregnancy test, it feels real, but it doesn't like completely feel real until you have that first appointment and talk to a doctor who tells you, yes, you are pregnant, kind of confirms it. So it just made it like confirmed, it's real, we're pregnant. So it was really fun, and I was so surprised with the ultrasound because it actually looked like a little baby. I know that I've like seen them and they just look like little beans, you know, like it doesn't look like any like a head or arms or legs or anything, but you can see, like, I like this one. This one's my favorite one. I'm sorry about the glare, but you can see like the little arms and head and legs. And then this right here, that's the yolk sac, if you're wondering. But yeah, it was just like so fun to finally see the baby. So week 8, things started to get better. Okay, so week 9, nothing really stood out to me during week 9 as like anything really changing as far as symptoms. I was still feeling better, still really tired, but I wasn't throwing up anymore, and not really interested in food still. So like this whole time being pregnant, my appetite went down a lot. So that was still going on in week 9, but I wasn't getting sick anymore like I was at the beginning of week 8. So that was good. I was happy for that. Otherwise, nothing else besides just being tired for week 9. Okay, so then week 10, this is when the acid reflux and heartburn started, and oh my god, it was ruining my day every single day. It was so bad. Like, it was so bad to the point where Matt was like, Steph, you get heartburn from drinking water. And he was right. Like, I literally would just be drinking water and I'm like, oh, my heartburn is so bad. It was terrible. I hated it. I don't know if I must have on my first appointment asked if I could have Tums. And she said, yeah, like no problem, have Tums. So I had gotten a couple more containers of Tums. Jers, what's wrong? What do you want? Are you stuck in the window? So yeah, I was, had Tums, and that was helping, but not, completely. It was not good. I'm sorry if I keep looking over here. I have like my weeks written out because I was writing them as I went. Oh, I had wrote that my appetite still isn't great, but I would eat fast food, and I wrote on there, we'll blame the baby for that. But that was really the only thing that sounded good to me that I was interested in. Mostly, I believe it was mostly Taco Bell, which has always been something that I've loved, so it's not that weird, but my appetite was coming back enough where I was interested in getting Taco Bell. Oh, I had also wrote on there that I was starting to feel moody, a little bit short-tempered. I don't think that I really acted on it much, but I just remember always feeling really moody, and I think a lot of it had to do with just not feeling good. So it's just like frustrating, you know, when you don't feel good. So that was my week 10. So again, with week 11, nothing much changed from week 10, and most of the symptoms that I had were just like heartburn and headaches. Those were the two things: heartburn and headaches. They weren't so much that they would ruin my day, but for like they would last, like my headaches I'm talking about, those would last for like a few hours. That was just like a bummer. Like that, I don't know, that just kind of like ruined my day, but it's something that's common. I just tried to drink a lot of water to get myself hydrated, because a lot of the reason why you get headaches when you're pregnant or not pregnant has a lot to do with dehydration. So I just tried to drink a lot of water. One other thing that I noticed was my back was really starting to hurt me. I wasn't showing or anything at this point. So I just remember like, oh God, what is it going to be like when I actually have this big belly in front of me? My back's really going to probably hurt then. But I don't know if it was just like sleeping was different. I mean, I know things are moving around in my stomach, so I don't know what was causing the back pain, but that has actually, to be honest, has kind of just continued. I don't know what it is, but I've just kind of been experiencing back pain. Week 12, again, nothing changed. Everything was kind of the same. Everything was kind of the same. Okay. Week 12, again, nothing changed. Everything was kind of the same. Everything was kind of the same. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to split these two, well, I'm going to split the videos up in half, so you'll get all in one the first trimester, and then I'm going to include the beginning of the second trimester, and then after that it's going to be week by week. So I'm going to end this one now, but make sure to go to part 2 and keep watching for the second trimester.